This is my story. A boring bologna sandwich, beef bologna, Kraft American cheese, dill pickles, fresh from the garden tomatoes, and Miracle Whip. I want to have the ability to transport from one place to another without travel time. So I can be here and then I need to go home because I left my notebook at home and it's like, I'm home. So I guess I have to have super speed, either with flying, running, I don't care, but I have to, that's what it, I want the ability to transport quickly. If I had to pick a scariest animal, it's connected to a childhood memory, and that's big snakes. When we lived outside of Tampa, one day I went outside to go to the swing set to swing, and there was this huge snake wrapped around the swing set. It was across the top bar, and part of it was down the leg. And I just remember coming out and screaming at my mom. My dad was gone to work, so my mom and this older lady who lived in the house next to us came out with their garden rakes and hacked that snake up. It's a tie between solitaire and Sudoku. Right at the moment, it's The Chosen. And The Chosen isn't intending to be a word for word follow the scripture retelling of Christ. It is a theatrical production. It is a storytelling. And there's going to be controversies left and right with they're doing this right, they're doing this wrong, they've got this influence, they've got that influence. But they've stayed pretty true to the Gospels as they've gone through. And one of the things I love the most is thinking about Jesus truly being man. We get wrapped up in he's God. And just like in our Bible study, thinking about Jesus really needing to go pray and talk to God. Or when they got ready for the Sermon on the Mount, as a human, he didn't just stand up there one day. He could have. Okay, God can do anything. But he prepared for the sermon. Now, whether the Sermon on the Mount was one full sermon given at one time in that full extent, that's a whole different issue. But those are words that Matthew attributes to Jesus. And as somebody giving a speech that long today, you would prepare for it and have conversations about it. And that in the story of The Chosen, taking Matthew to be his scribe, I'm like thinking about those details that Jesus lived helps me see the humanity of Jesus. And remembering that Jesus was a Jew, it's like we whitewash the fact that Jesus was a Jew, but he followed Jewish laws. And in seeing him do things that Jews would have done, it helps to understand what's going on in the scriptures. So it is strictly an entertainment purpose telling of Jesus, but at the moment, even with its controversies, that's one of my favorite things to watch.